Amaterasu versus Wish here as we continue on. And where are we in our bracket, Chris? Is this round 4? Round 3
This
right
should be round 3.
Round 3. The winner of this is going to head into their quarterfinals.
And it's a great matchup.
Blissey and Sableye. Now we're actually seeing that Sableye get banned out, or Shifu on the first pick. Not surprised. And then immediately Scyther and Mime grabbed on the other side. All of these are, very, very reasonable picks from these two teams. Powerhouse Pokemon banned out and picked.
That's for sure. And we also have Squirted. Is he going to pick the Delphox? Is he going to pick the Delphox? We are not Squirted. SpongeBob is Squirted. And he's known to pretty much only play Delphox. That's what he just likes doing. And he has found a team after the Dream Team didn't perform too well in the last tournament. He was like, I'm going to go my own adventure. The spragels guy, too heavy. I'm going to look for a new team.
How'd you do in that last tournament, Chris?
I was getting a good time casting it.
Okay, great. I appreciate it. Chris is obviously just giving me a hard time because he's upset that I had 5 people that actually wanted to play with me. But I wouldn't get mad.
We have Yeet Fan on his Decidueye. We always know Yeet Fan. He and the Decidueye go hand in hand, and he is gonna pick it yet again.
Here we go.
Last year, and the Tyranitar again. A Tyranitar. What is our wish? You see still lots of Tyranitar always being played.
Interesting. We're seeing Scolded, aka SpongeBob, on the Mew right here. Obviously an amazing attacker that we just saw go absolutely bananas last match. And finally, a Zarina makes it into a match here on Unite Rivals.
Are you surprised we don't see Greedent?
Yeah, I would say so, right?
I think it's good if, we expand our character pool to more Pokemon than just Greedent. So I'm happy to see Archie also back in the game. I think after the UCS, took a break. And now it's back with the new team. So I'm always happy to see her being back in this.
Yeah, she's such an incredible player. And one of the Greedent players to watch, but also just a top tier player in general. So it's going to be really cool seeing them on a different Pokemon here, which we actually could be seeing a Scissor instead of a Scyther, I'm realizing.
It could be it. I still hope we see a Scyther, but I think into Sarina, Urshifu, and the Decidueye, 3 physical attackers, Scissor could actually get a lot of value done. Right, Scissor's passive is that every time he boosts auto attacks, he stacks up defenses or defense stats. So he gets very, very tanky into very physical attack heavy team comps.
Yeah, we could really see something with that here, especially since they're giving all the center over to their Tyranitar right now, so they're not powering it up. However, Scyther actually does well in Path Early as it's jumping in here, trying to get Nudo right now, not able to take it down. They're pushing them back right here, heading back towards their goal. They just got to watch out for that. Eldegoss with a red buff, moving back in for this fight. Sneaky Seal here on the Clefable. You know what? It didn't even hit my brain that Clefable was in this. I wonder if we're going to see this popular Draining Kiss build.
I think she has the XP, I assume it's going to be Moonlight. And maybe Gravity as well. But against Arena, I think Gravity can be quite good, right? I still prefer Follow Me. I think it's the better move with the sheet as well. And again, look at this red buff. It is so annoying to play against with the Eldegoss. Oh, every team is doing it right now. Nudo's going to pick up this KO. Known for being an Absol player, he played at the World Championship. With the Absol, he had that famous moment dying against the bees as well. And he's going to fall here down as well. They're going to chase down. And the Dark Boots is going to land. Do they have enough damage? Doesn't seem to be the case.
No, I can't believe LD made it out of there. I thought that was a KO for sure, but no, not able to take Eldegoss down, as we do see our trio getting their 5, and now we're going to find out if they're evolving or if they're staying. A Scyther right here in the bottom path. Amaterasu scoring on this bottom goal right here. Looks like Mime was KO'd, and they were able to put some points on the board. 39-39.
And Yeetfan is that one lane Decidueye you're probably fine having on your team. He only plays lane Decidueye. I think last year as well, the first time I saw this team being played, I was like, really, are they playing lane Decidueye? And yes, they do it every single game. Non-stop, they always play lane Decidueye. Do know, picking a bread buff, trying to get to level 6 evolution. And yeah, it's 39 to 39 points, so both teams started stacking a tiny bit. Pupitar, the highest level in the game, on level 7. And let's see, did we see Moonlight? Yeah, right? It was Moonlight. Or was it?
We do see the
we see the Moonlight.
Here. And that would be amazing for Tyranitar, obviously. Just having something walking alongside you, healing you the whole time. If they do use gravity, like we were talking about before, it really makes the throat chop, and it makes Serena, just put into a really bad situation.
And we do see the Scyther in the end. So no Scissor. I think that's reasonable, right? The Decidueye is going to have a hard time. If Slowbro doesn't stay next to the Decidueye every single time Scyther's close and is ready with the Unite move, the Decidueye disappears, pretty much, right? But Nudo, no, level 7, one entire level over the Scyther. Is going to go in with the drop kicks. It's going to miss the last stomp, and it's going to score 2 points, taking the tech weight a bit further. Why not? And it's going to double dropkick probably back out. And there's the gravity as well. But Clefable just gets sent back to base with a wicked blow. There was so much damage going down. Clefable is a very squishy Pokemon.
And here we do have already that level 8 actually on Decidueye right now. That lane Decidueye somehow making it to level 8 on the side of Amaterasu. Looks like they're maybe sharing that center a little bit as we have Urshifu at 8. We have Decidueye at 8. They're starting to rip this Registeel right here. They have incredible secure actually on both sides here. Let's see if the Solar Beam gets it or if it's going to be... No! Slowbro actually getting that pickup for Amaterasu.
It's almost Slow was in his pickup. Tyranitar stomping the ground. He's very angry. He wanted this. He wanted this objective. Can't quite do it. And now has to disengage. But they're going to chase him down, right? The Spirit Jackets are there. Does he have another one? Ancient Power is being charged up. He's just going to run away. Get out quite easily. But Yeetfen is not done yet. He wants this KO. He's going to Unite Move for Tyranitar and the Surf eject button. Gets in the way of Tyranitar. He's going to steal away the berry as well. And Tyranitar's going to fall, which is low experience because he's a level 9 Pokemon. Going down right here. They're going to look for this potion and the Surf is going in. Also interesting seeing the Surf. I mean, it's pretty annoying for Tyranitar to deal with it. Maybe start finishing off the goal. They want the 40 points for the Decidueye. Mew's trying, and Mew and Mime are trying so hard to just defend this goal, but they can't do it. 40 go in, and now level 10 Decidueye out of the laning phase. He's gonna have a great game.
Yeah, as long as anyone from Wish doesn't jump on it, because it's just a Pokemon that even if you have your whole team around you, you can punish Decidueye so hard. Yeet being one of the best Decidueye players out there, though, and of course Amaterasu knowing this, it's going to be tough for them to get near it. But if they do, that Pokemon goes down pretty quickly. Nudo already level 10.
I would say he's the best Decidueye, probably because no one else actually wants to play the Pokemon. So he's probably the only one that still sticks to it. He believes in it. And I mean, he shows always great results on this Pokemon, right? So why not? Oh, there's a Unite going on to Tyranitar. And the passive is not enough to keep him alive, the more defense stats. And Nudo is going to go very ham. Stuck in the gravity, though. So he can't move right now, but another Stomp. He's just stomping the ground instead. Another drop kick onto the Mr. Mime. The Fly is getting rolled by the Clefable, but I don't think he's going to make it out alive. Sneaky C goes down, and they're going to score another few points right here. 12, 40 go in for Urshifu maybe. Serena was considering to maybe take it as well, but they give it over to the Urshifu.
Right now, Amaterasu is looking fantastic in these fights. Their Decidueye obviously playing extremely well, and we're seeing Zarina again for the first time in Rivals, and it is dominating right now, playing really well, getting a nice pick on Tyranitar. It feels like Amaterasu has been able to shut down the Tyranitar on Wish every time it's come into a fight.
Yeah, Nudo not playing the Absol, right? He's also the very known Absol player. I mean, that's what they made the World Championship with, right? With that Absol. Back then, and but since then Absol has received nerfs and nerfs and nerfs and nerfs. Every patch I feel like Absol just gets a nerf, and he also doesn't seem to maybe play it anymore, maybe from time to time depending on what the team comps are looking like. But this game he decided to go Serena instead. We have a Slowbro Knight just going on Tyranitar. They just want this experience right here. I think it's totally reasonable. That's level 12 Pokemon going down over to the Decidueye, who's gaining a lot of experience from it. On top lane we have Clefable using Unite Move, looking for something. I'm not sure what he got. Might have been a splash. Where did his HP bar go? Gets big blowed, gets deleted in under a second. Roland jet butting forward. The Surf is gonna miss. Only level 10 as well, so would have not done too much anyways. Just maybe being a bit too excited there. But yeah, Amaterasu is looking great.
Yeah, I mean, incredible moves right there. They know their timers are up. They know there's no fight happening anytime soon for an objective, so they just use their Unite moves, like you said, to pick up massive amounts of experience on the on top of the backs of their enemy team right there. And then once they had the man advantage, they just put their foot to the pedal all the way to the floor and continued KOing every member of Wish. This is not looking great for Wish early.
Pretty much every wicked blow into Spirit Check is going to be KO at this point. It is so much damage. Slash is looking for something now. He knows that Slowbro Knight is not up. He's going very deep with the Ancient Power. He's going to start aiming with the Skull into Unite Move. He knows he can do it one more time. They just want KOs right now. Clefable also eject buttoning forward. I'm not sure what he got this time. And he has another Fly. Can they finally kill Slowbro? It doesn't look like his Slash is dropping super low. Tyranitar is going to fall. And yeah, they're going to get chased down now. We also have Serena. No, Scyther actually going down on the side. Clefable is going to get picked off. And Wish can't really find anything right now. They're just not finding the fights they need.
I mean, kind of similar to what we just saw from Amaterasu. They thought, well, we have Unite moves. We don't have another good opportunity to use them here before Rayquaza. Let's see if we can pick up a big KO. But instead, they were just completely stopped at that tier 1 goal. As Amaterasu right now looks like they have a clear ability to take this top path objective and then possibly take bottom as well. However, Wish is mobilizing towards that bottom objective. The question is, are they going to put anyone top to even deal with this, or are they just going to let this walk?
Probably they're gonna let it walk in. They know the last Reggie steal. It's a steal, right? If that Spirit Checker hits with the Reggie steal, it's gonna just be probably game over. So they want to go for it. But can they even get it against Urshifu? He's gonna try to brute force himself in, charge up the big blow. But looks like Wish is gonna get it. Are they? No, they can't. Yes, Scyther's gonna get it. Because picked up by Archiew. Urshifu Knights goes on to Mr. Mime, and everyone's using Unite moves now. This could be the final fight already of the game. Maybe going to Rayquaza. No one is falling yet, even though so many Unite moves got used. What is even happening?
Wow, what a huge fight right there. And you're right, that almost was the Rayquaza fight, but then nobody went down. Huge Spirit Shackle actually pushing them out right now. We have another massive arrow flying in, grabbing Sneaky Seal. And there's the Unite move onto Tyranitar. They're looking to end this, but they can't. The Unite move from Decidueye, can they get anyone? Yes, they are able to take down the Scyther. One member of Wish is down. As it looks like they actually are starting to chip this away, possibly just getting them to pull in right here. Celestial could be going down right now. They are chipping away at Tyranitar. The Spirit Shackles looking to find a mark here. Yes, they hit them. SpongeBob going very, very low as they're trying to peel out here. 4 members of Wish are up, but Rayquaza is now at half. Scyther having to come back into this fight here as Barnwell is just pushing them around. They need to get that Urshifu out of there, but they can still secure with the Spirit Shackle, and they do. Amaterasu taking that. Wow, Decidueye looking absolutely unbelievable here in game number 1.
There's the Yeet Fan Spirit Checker, Decidueye, hitting shot after shot after shot after shot. They're gonna score so many points, 100, 200. Urshifu's out's gonna go in, but he can't score against Tyranitar. No, the true damage is not there. Actually, his Ancient Power wasn't charged, so he can't stop it either. 587 to 88 points now. And yeah, I mean, good luck. Tyranitar's gonna change, maybe at least find some Constellation Chaos. And there we go. Urshifu goes down. Gravity Clefable. Honestly, I'm not the biggest Gravity fan, I have to say. I feel like it always feels very awkward to play. He's gonna fall to the Spirit Checker. Mr. Mime is looking for the Decidueye now, and he actually just runs away in the confusion towards the enemy base. 30 seconds left, but I mean, Jake, we know it's game.
I don't know.
You don't? I'm not sure. I mean, it's looking close. You know, it could be still a chance.
Is there like a 10 times point multiplier that happens at some point? Or
potentially, maybe a few, yeah.
Maybe in the last like little bit here, but no, you're right. Big win for for Amaterasu right there, looking incredible in game number 1. I mean, I felt like, man, it didn't seem like Wish could get any of their big fights together. Amaterasu just had the better of them every time, and they were able to actually single out that Tyranitar and take it down.
I think they managed to never KO the Decidueye either. I think he was just literally just playing very safe, having good positioning, hitting Shackle after Shackle, and yeah, bringing his team to victory. Of course, Urshifu also had an amazing game, those two together, and then the Slowbro Edigos just supporting those two over and over again. And you can see it. He has so many participation in KOs.
We are game number 2. Wish, your purple team, Amaterasu, your orange team. We have not seen any Sableye pop up today. I would be interested to see if any team wants to field that Pokemon at all.
Honestly, I'm happy if people just forget that it exists, you know? If we just all slowly make sure we just all ignore Sableye and just don't pretend it doesn't even exist, I think the game is in a great space, right?
Wish right now banning out the Scyther, Amaterasu banning out the Urshifu, and now we're looking for our first pick here.
Maybe a Blissey or Mr. Mime would probably make the most sense. But Barnwell is going to consider for the Mime again, and there we go, locked in. And Amaterasu is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to pick up the Blissey then, thanks. Maybe, or not? Oh, there's the Sableye maybe being hovered. It could be a Sableye.
Possibly.
There it is. We didn't forget about it.
Sableye and Blissey. Well, now they're taking away the safeguard, right? So, oof, this could be mean. This could be really, really mean by the side of Amaterasu right here.
That's why I think the Blissey first pick would probably make more sense over the Mr. Mime, but maybe they just really want the Mr. Mime. Going for an Edigos Dodrio, looking fine as well. Getting that healing support and compared to the Clefable last game, which really didn't do too much, right? Except for getting one shot, I feel like, by the Wicked Blow. I just kind of walked into a fight, got punched, and just died every single time. Tyranitar, again, this time for Amaterasu, they're going to pick the Tyranitar and a Zoroark.
No way. Okay. Was that a mistake?
I don't think so.
They want Zoroark?
Do we see Feint Attack or Night Slash? That is the question.
Oh, look at this here.
Oh, there's the Scolded Delphox being locked in.
Scolded Delphox. We still have the... Okay, so now we've got some signature Pokemon here. You're calling out the Scolded Delphox. We've got the Yeet Fan on Decidueye. We don't have a Greedent hanging around here, but wow. Zoroark, the first Zoroark and maybe the last Zoroark that we're going to see in this tournament, Chris.
Yeah, and now people are going back to their main Pokemon as well. Is Trainer the player who always played Greninja? Do you know if that's him? The Trainer
I
LGC,
believe so,
whatever his
yes.
name was?
Trainer LGC was kind of that, like, cracked Greninja player, right?
Yeah, he also doesn't seem to be prioritizing right now. Archie's also playing different Pokemon than just Greedent. But now, Scolded wants his Delphox and Fan just, I played a Sidgewai, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Here
is him,
we
yes,
go.
it is him. It is the Greninja player. Now trying Zoroark, that's gonna be fun to see.
I
I want
can't
to see how it
wait. I
does.
mean, look, this Pokemon is still really good early. I feel like it's a bit of a liability heading into the later parts of the
For sure.
game, but apparently they don't think so on Amaterasu. We might be seeing some top tier Zoroark play. I hope we can focus on that a bit as we're watching it throughout our match here today, because I really don't get to see much of it competitively at all.
To be fair, Wish doesn't have a lot of interrupts, right? If he goes for Night Slash or Feint Attack, they don't have many things to interrupt those combos on their team, right? No point and
That's
click
true.
stuns. Only a confusion really is the only thing that might stop it. I don't think we're going to see Drip Hack. I doubt it, but I would like to obviously see it. Look at this Rowlet in the lane. What's it going to do? It looked a bit lost right there, I felt like. I'm going for this first last hit right here. Barnwell with the fake out, and he's going to get it. No, yeah, he did get it, right? Pretty sure. Going 1 over the 5 points, going to score. Pick up the special specs, and Fan is just standing there.
That's just stare down.
He's
That's
just
intimidation. That's a strategy.
It's always funny to see this lane Rowlet, and he just wants to say it. And we see a Feint Attack. So the way you have to combo it, the way it works is you have to go through someone, go back to through someone, go back again through them, and then at some point you have like that final attack. And you can also combine it with your other move. So let's say your Shadow Claw or Cut, you can make it also much faster. And you have to just combine those very, very fast. And it's just very difficult. It has a lot of room of making mistakes with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like you're somewhat playing a Volt Switch, somewhat playing Extreme Speed Lucario,
Yeah.
and while it all being more difficult than any of them.
I did play against someone who played Feint Attack against me in solo queue today, and I was honestly impressed. Like, that guy was insane on it. I've never felt so impressed by Feint Attack Zoroark. Now looking for a Scolded right here. Has the full heal, and there's the final combo. There we go. We chain it 3 or 4 times. I actually don't know how many it is, because I don't really play the move too much. The final attack goes through, and they find a nice double kill here on the invade. So, good early game start for Amaterasu.
Yeah, and there's that Sableye too. You know, you've got this Zoroark coming in there, just able to burst them down, and they can't really get away because they've got this horrible Gremlin Pokemon there. Might he be getting punished for this right here? Trying to take down Delphox
wow.
once again, picking up the KO. Let's go, Trainer on the Zoroark, looking fantastic here.
Look at him
early
chaining
in the
those
game
moves.
number 2.
Archie on the chase, but he makes it all the way as well. And yeah, that's what you have to do. Early game, Zoroark, and you have another pick-off. Level 8 already. So he's having the dream stuff for Zoroark. I mean, you have to win early game. If you don't win early game in this Pokemon, you're gonna bad time. It's similar to like Buzzsaw, right? If you don't win early game, the games are gonna fall apart very fast. Looking for the Snipe in the Eligos now, but he's gonna score 24 points. He's happy, almost level 9 already. Power Punch is being charged. He gets away from it. Can Celeste find a KO on this Lucario? Or they're gonna go back for him. Can he find the feint attacks? No, Celeste picks up a KO at least for Team Wish.
Yeah, it really just feel like they had to walk away from this a little bit, right? Power Punch Lucario, it literally could have turned on any member of Amaterasu right there and picked up the KO. Look at this feint attack. I mean, played extremely well by Trainer. This is really impressive, and there's that Shadow Claw as its secondary move.
Yeah.
Our trio right now looking to possibly get some experience or just get some timers here as it's actually getting punished for it. Wow, Trainer is dominating this match here on Zoroark.
He's feint attacking is just perfectly on point right now. And it's so fast. So what you do is feint attack Shadow Claw, and you have the final one, and then you can just try to, yeah, like this, right? There it is. Again, picks up the Mr. Mime. The Reggie fight is happening. Scolded does have Unite, and the Unite of Zoroark is also going to pick this one up, I'm pretty sure. Double KO. It should be KO for the Zoroark. He flies in for the Quadra KO. He's just completely out of control right now. Can he get the Penta KO? I think he can get it. Yeah, that's a Penta KO.
There
for
it
the feint
is.
attack Zoroark.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I mean,
and he also picks up the steal, the Reggie. My God.
that was incredible. Using that Unite move to secure the objective, wiping the entire team, forgetting how math worked right at the end, but I think they were just popping off too hard to care.
At this point, you don't care. You're just gonna score. You're probably excited on voice chat. You're like, wow. And then, yeah, that is amazing. That's exactly what we want to see on the feint attack Zoroark. Unexpected,
Like,
but, welcome.
I'm so happy to see it. Nice Unite move there from the Sableye. Only able to get one, though, as they're heading down. Right now, Trainer looking maybe for another KO, just looking to put some points on the board right here. They're going to have to apologize for that bad math. They said, I don't need to worry about scoring math. I can count to 5. Okay,
Exactly.
it's a penta KO.
It's a penta. Not even just, I mean, it was 6 KOs, right? He also got the Reggie, so was he more than just a penta? There's a barrier confusion going on. And now what can Wish do to come back into this match? Again, Zorak is going to fall off at some point, right? It's not over yet. This Pokemon is going to fall off. It's going to be very difficult at some point. If he goes in, he gets Mime Unite move, doesn't have the fully up maybe in time. He can get locked down quite fast. But they still have Yeet on this Decidueye as well. And looking for the engage now. There's the Mr. Mime Unite. Can they find something? Bliss Unite goes on to the Tyranitar. Trying to keep him alive. He's only level 10 though, Nudo. Doesn't have too much experience yet. Now it's time for Scolded. He's level 11 Delphox. And he's gonna find Yeet. There's the Decidueye going down. This is time for SpongeBob or Scolded to finally start playing the game. On this level 12 Delphox now. And he's gonna be the main carry. What can he do? Can he find Nudo? Nudo Unite moving. Looking for the Dodrio. But he can't quite get it. He just gets kited. The safeguard is there. Can they take him down? He's still 1 HP.
Beautiful.
The flame shot flies in. And now SpongeBob is gonna pick up that double KO for himself and his team.
That was amazing. As I've always said, Chris, just kite it, and they were able to take that down right there. Titar, we've got the tale of the 2 carries inside this match, the level 12 Zoroark and the level 12 Delphox, which will do better for their team right here. Nice Unite
Wow,
move
have you ever seen a better Zoroark feint attack before? I mean, we never see this move, but he's just using it so well.
I've never even seen a good Zoroark player.
That is fair.
It's impressive. I mean, but you have to give it up to the Sableye here, who is setting up so many amazing KOs for their team. It just stuns the enemy into not being able to do anything. Might get this stolen from them, and they do get that stolen. Zoroark goes down. Huge timer right there. 30 seconds. We have a level 12 Zoroark, but quietly, as we haven't seen them in a ton of fights yet, we have that level 13 on the side of Wish. That Delphox is going to be brutal.
Yeah, Wish is in a great position now again. I said over and over again, Zoroark is going to fall off in late game. It's getting difficult, and this Delphox is getting so much. He's going to score 50 points as well right here. He's almost level 14. So he can easily carry this game. Yeet having a terrible game this time around. Only level 11 on the Decidueye. He's very, very far behind. All comes down to this Delphox. If they can keep Delphox alive on the, Sableye stunts or something, he's just going to be carrying this game.
Yeah, Delphox looking fantastic right here. Level 13. It'll have a Unite move at the next 5 fights because that's how Delphox works. Basically can recharge its Unite move in 30 seconds right here, provide a buddy barrier to its team, and use an energy amp on itself. Sableye moving in, probably just to get some vision, get some information for their squad. Can kind of do that unpunished as long as no one catches it. Looks like we have Zoroark looking for a fight here in the bottom path as it's going for Lucario again, picking up that KO. Sableye gets that one. Nice arrow right there. Hits the bird, but not able to pick anything up because of it. No objectives up on the map right now, and you can see almost no experience either, Chris. They're looking for something to eat here and continue to get their levels. We do have a level 14 in the match, and that is the Delphox on the side.
And yeah, the funny part is, right, this has felt like a Zoroark montage so far this game. And yet, we have a Delphox who's higher level, and Wish also having more points. Even though we felt like the Zoroark has just been doing so many things this entire match, this time is going to miss the feint attack. And Delphox can get a level 15 right here. It's going to pick up this NDD, maybe go towards bot lane as well. A level 15 Delphox, just quietly. SpongeBob farming so much experience, finding some pickoffs left and right a tiny bit. And yeah, it's going to be rough for Amaterasu now. 12, 11 seconds left for Rayquaza to spawn. No more Reggie is going to be taken. Nudo only level 12 on this Tyranitar, so he's not as tanky as he's supposed to be.
Yeah, and here we go. We're getting ready for this fight. The arrow's just pushing them back a little bit. I think the big question is, can they catch this Delphox? If they can't catch it, it's going to be able to dominate this fight. But they have a few Pokemon who could try to do it. We've got Zoroark, we've got Tyranitar that can make it into the back line right there. Everyone just chipping away at this objective a little bit, seeing if anyone's going to pull the trigger on this fight. Dodrio getting pushed back right here. Spirit Shackle's coming in. Tyranitar possibly they're actually moving on the Rayquaza right now, and it's secured. I can't even see who secured it. Who gets it right there?
Delphox going to get it.
Let's go. Beautiful moves by the Delphox here on Wish. They decided, look, if you're not going to fight us, we're going to take this right in front of your face. Wish taking the Rayquaza, scoring in top and bottom, 553 to 194.
Well, it's going to be sad for the Zoroark to lose this game. There's a surrender vote happening. And Wish is going to take the second map, so we go into match number 3. And it's, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Wow. They're just dancing around it, and they said, I mean, we've got the better secure. We're gonna do this. I think there was some great secure on the side of Amaterasu, but I think they were probably surprised that was actually being flipped in that moment.
Probably. They suddenly went down very fast, right? They're slowly poking with the Mystical Fire, and suddenly they're just like, okay, we just go for it. They have the Energy Amp, Lucario, right? It's very good last hitting. They just Unite move. Lucario Unite actually does a crazy amount of damage if you stay on the same point. Into maybe a Power Punch as well, in case it's not even dead yet. And but in the end, it was Delphox securing the Rayquaza as well.
Well,
all right. Anyways, it's our tournament. We can make the rules, right, Jake?
I don't know.
Sponsored, of course, by Nouns Esports. The amazing Nouns Esports making this possible.
Yes, by the way, we do need to give him a shout out. I'm sorry I didn't do that earlier more. Nouns is the reason this is happening. The amazing sponsor of this tournament, they're providing the incredible prize pool of $3,000 to have this multi-day tournament. And here we go as we
14,
head into game number
13,
3.
12, 11,
11,
10. Okay, wonderful.
9.
There's the Scyther first pick, of course. What a surprise. Instantly, again, Wish going for Mr. Mime 303 games. And also picking up a Slowbro quite early on. Are we going to see? Are they going to pick Delphox away, maybe? They're going to pick Delphox away. It seemed a bit of an issue last game.
There it is. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there we go. They pick it away. I do like it.
This is exactly what I was talking about. You have a lot of options when it comes to taking a Pokemon away from somebody, and you can ban it out, but you don't even need to ban it out. You can actually just pick it from them as well, and now you get to play that into.
You know what's funny, Jake? The last time Ludo played Delphox, or like actually picked it, missing a Fire Stick crit.
I was just gonna say this.
Same thought.
He actually has a scope lens on still. That's the last time someone on Amaterasu checked out Delphox. They're like, mystical fire crits?
Yeah. Of course, he's not going to be the one that plays Delphox. He's going to switch it to someone else. But it's still funny that the last time you played this Pokemon was when it's still crit. So that is quite funny. And we have an Espeon being picked by SpongeBob now. An Espeon. Maybe an Azumarill? Okay, no. Dragonite being for Celestia being picked? Could be the... Yeah, there's the Dragonite. Interesting team comp for Wish.
Yeet fan actually moving on to Mew right here. Obviously a much more popular attacker. Oh, and they're...
No, they're switching around. Let's see what they land on.
Let's see who gets it, actually. And SpongeBob, Scolded, who we just saw pop off on the Delphox, hopping over to Espeon right now. Yeet fan is going to be taking the Delphox.
Yes.
Artreyu still on the bird. You know, it's unfortunate. I love me some Dodrio, Chris, and I feel like it's not as impactful as I would like, but it's got 3 hats. Let's freaking
3
go.
hats also, and 3 bow ties.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Can't believe that thing has 3 hats.
Yeah,
what
right?
a world.
And SpongeBob with the Espeon. And see how much impact that can have. We have a Scyther for Trainer, JL picking the Mew, and Heatfan this time going on Delphox instead of... No, refusing to pick Decidueye this time around. No Decidueye.
Saying I'm not a one-trick pony, all right? I'm a two-trick pony.
Yeah,
I don't even have any
Pokemon
tricks personally. So here we go.
And the game is starting. Mew with the XP share as well is going to just try to give Serena as much experience as he can. That's what the XP share does, right? Gives your other lane partner much more experience when the last hit gets it happens. Even if the XP share Pokemon gets the last hit, the other one still gets more experience in total. So amazing support item. And we see pretty much both teams having 2 XP shares.
Yeah, it's become so popular after the recent buffs to it here, trying to get that last hit right there. And it looks like it does get picked up by Yeet, as SpongeBob's on a little bit of the other side here, looking for this last... Oh, and just getting knocked up right there by the Snorlax, not able to take it down. Trying to pick up a KO, getting stopped there by the light screen.
But first kill on top side for Nudo. So they have a good time on top with the Mew. But this water gun is going to snipe at least that bunny CKC at one point. With that water gun, can he go for this one as well? No, he can't. Goes over to Nudo, he's going to run to the right side. Stack again. Can Artreyu do something about this? Can they somehow chase him down maybe with the Razor Claw slow? It's going to be enough but Scythers here. And just helps the team out to get out to safety back in life. 10 seconds for the Amaterasu to spawn. Celestial hovering over bot lane. So both junglers are prioritizing different lanes. I mean bot lane, right? Espeon Mime is low kill pressure. So one stun into a barrier, into a Psy Shock. It's going to be a great KO potential.
I mean, you got to look at what you're kind of running into, right? Delphox is so difficult to play early that you can really try to punish it here. It looks like Amaterasu is maybe thinking the same thing about that Doduo. It's actually heading into the center right here, trying to take a little bit from Delphox so it cannot evolve. Let's see if they're going to be able to stop him right here.
But Mew's there, so he's going to have a difficult time going for this. Artreyu is probably going to fall right here.
Ooh,
just getting out attack. The Ember is going to get hit, and there's Electro Ball. Can't miss, right? Electro Ball, it's always point and click. It's going to chase you down. And the Doodoo not having too much success yet. Sneaky C also on level 4 yet, and Noodle's just dancing on the goal. It's going to score another 5 points, already level 7. And CKC is struggling on this top path.
That looks like the Zarina that we all know and
Yeah.
love. Just stomping on an enemy Pokemon on its own goal and doing just fine. Yeet Fan looking for its level 6 here so it can evolve. SpongeBob pushing forward right here. You know, that Psyshock, Chris,
Yeah,
if they're able
Psyshock,
to get a big catch on that. There it is right there. If they're able to get a big catch, they can just get a massive amount of damage and a stun. But here comes Trainer right now trying to pick this up and get the KOs, push them back. Mystical Fire. No one goes down here as Dragonite is now coming in, trying to get those boosts to do something. Trainer finally picks up that KO there, and SpongeBob actually being pushed back. Boy, I really think Wish thought they were going to get that Scyther, and they were not able to close it out there.
Yeah, they really want committed for it, and it makes sense. You want this KO right on a level 8 Pokemon. It's the highest one in the game right now. Would be a lot of experience already. So it's not looking good for Wish in this early game whatsoever. Serena is having the time of her life up top. Almost level 9 already, I'm pretty sure. Scyther also closing in on level 9. And Wish looking for the spot time rotation. They do have a Dragonite, so they have the Hyper Beam. Potentially getting the last hit, but Scyther now Unite moving unlocked. And he's probably just going to wipe this team fight.
It looks like they absolutely could. We do have that drill peck that you've been looking for, Chris, as we're seeing. Actually, it goes down here in the top. There's that Scyther Unite move, moving through the entire enemy team, picking up the Espeon right here. That's 3. Can the Hyper Beam secure it? It looks like it did.
I think it did, yes. He gets it at least. Well, it's something. You know, that's not too bad. But all of these Pokemon going down, it's so much experience, and experience still matters more, right? I feel like that's this flow shot that should be doing, and I think experience is still much more important than any objective in this game, except for probably Rayquaza. And maybe the last Reggie on bot. These early game Reggies are obviously nice. They don't give too many sets yet. It's still global experience, but those KOs are obviously worth much more.
We're going to have to see if this drill pack actually ends up making a difference here. Ooh, getting a nice little pick there on Trainer. Unfortunately, their jump kick is still down as they end up pulling out there. Mew just trying to chase that KO. I mean, if it was able to get close enough and just tap that Electro Ball button, Dodrio would have gone down there.
Yeah, for sure. And now looking for this fight right here. Espeon's getting sniped by Delphox, and now it's time for Yeet Fan to maybe pop off on this Delphox. Can he do the same as Scored last game? Yeah, he's not playing the Sidroy. He is playing Delphox.
It's really cool to see Delphox get so much play lately as Dodrio just gets sent up into the air. I can't believe it has 3 hats, but it does go down here in this top path. Nudo now pushing towards this goal. Only 1 point in there. Obviously, they kept it up so Nudo could continue to farm in this top path. Get super strong. Here comes that Unite move from Scyther, ripping them apart. They're looking for the KO on one of the tankiest Pokemon in the game, and the two of them might get it together. They do. That's another one for Scyther as the Drill Peck pushes that Serena out. Are they able to push this back? This would be a really nice pick for them, and they do. Actually, that trade works out a lot better for Wish because of the level advantage that they had.
And Archery doesn't have enough yet. It also goes from you with the Drill Peck. I really love Jump Peck and Drill Peck. It's such a fun build. It's probably the one thing I just could play every game right now and never get bored of it. It's also very difficult to play, but there's the Fox Unite landing. Banwell has to use its Unite move. There's the full heal though, and I'm just happy when I see a full heal of Delphox. So many people are very greedy, don't play the full heal, and they're just like, I want something else. But the full heal is just the best held item or battle item for Delphox. You can see it right there. Gets out of the Mr. Mime Unite quite easily. And now Fight's breaking out on bot. What can Trainer do right here? Snorlax Unite is knocking up 3. But Scyther has to be careful. We have Slowbro Unite up, right? That's why you can see him hesitating going in. Because he knows he's going to get Slowbro Unite move. There it is. It's going to chunk them quite hard. Down to very low HP. But he's still jumping in. Can he get it? I think the Hyper Beam. He jumps right into the Hyper Beam or the Psyshock and gets taken down together with Regice. Yeah, it was the Psyshock. Taking both down. Oh my.
Did that Snorlax look permanently invisible to you? I felt like it looked invisible throughout that. I swear, I thought I saw something. Look,
okay, maybe. I might have not paid attention to it.
I'm not crazy. Something was going on there as we have Zarina jumping on in, and there's a KO on the Mr. Mime. It should be. Yep, it just kicks it one last time. Kicked it up in the air, took it all the way to the ground. One final kick takes down that Mime right here as Mew is actually being held up in the air by this Telekinesis Bro, which I don't think I would expect. Here we go. Dragonite's Unite move. They're looking to pick this up. Yes, could they get this KO? Nope. No, they cannot pick that up. Nice Unite move there from the Delphox, just making it a place that they did not want to fight, and now Trainer can get out.
Now he's also level 30 on his Delphox, almost highest level in the game, so looking great. Archery also level 12.5. We have a level 11 SP on level 12 Dragonite. So Vicious Switch for sure in this game, right? But I feel like the best late game Pokemon in this match is going to be Delphox. By 100%. It's all going to be about this Delphox. And if they can keep it alive, it's going to be bad. But again, Amaterasu doesn't have a single support Pokemon, right? They could also just die very fast if they're not careful. If Artrio finds a good Drill Peck into Unite move, could just wipe the entire team very, very fast.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And you know, they've got a really nice fighter there in Nudo, and if they can just avoid Nudo somehow and get to either of those squishies, Amaterasu is in trouble. If Scyther or Delphox go down without providing a ton of value, Wish can win this final fight for sure.
Yeah, now Artio's right level 13. Gets that Nudo is collapsing onto the Dodrio, but should be fine. We have 14 seconds for another Reggie, and both teams want this, right? Mew still defending top lane, though, so it's going to be a 4v5. Maybe Scyther still mid as well, looking for those Altarias before they despawn. And which Reggies is it going to be? Wish is in full position control right now. And it's a Regice, which is always very, very good. Just permanent healing, you never have to base again after getting it. Nudo jumping in onto the Dodrio. Regis is dropping low, the Hyper Beam should be easy to pick it up, there's no contention of it. And there we go, but no, actually, it goes over to Espeon still. Of course, still of Team Wish, but the Hyper Beam was just barely 1 pixel, not enough damage there.
What
and now we head into the Rayquaza
okay,
fight.
here we go, heading into this fight right here. 5 seconds left. Amaterasu pushing a little bit towards Wish right here. Everyone waiting to see how this is going to go. Snorlax moving in with the engage. Huge block here as Nuno moves in, wants to grab this Dragonite, it looks like. SpongeBob gets taken down here. Trainer does not go down, but Mew does. And there they have the huge pick on the Scyther. That was the Unite move they were looking for. But Nudo coming in and stomping them all, sending them to the Pokemon Center. 2 down right now. They're looking for a third as Mime pushes back right here. Dodrio still pretty healthy. Coming up for this fight, can they get a nice big drill peck here right into a big block?
No.
Not able to take much, and they can't find the Zarina. They're looking for it, but it's just not there. And now both teams are going to reset.
Yeah, that was a crazy team fight, and Nudo pretty much carrying his team right there in this fight, right? Finding the chaos in the end to make sure that Wishes can't do Rayquaza. And the fight's still gonna happen. The Drip Pack lands on Mew. Mew doesn't have Mew stays Unite up, so Dodrio actually has to be careful right now. There's the Mew Unite, looking for the team. I think switching into Surf right here. Yeah, going very aggressive. And Espeon's gonna get caught by Serena and the Mew damage. The fight's gonna break out as well again. Artio is dropping super, super low on HP. The double hit's gonna hit. And Trainer does get changed in the accent. Sia is gonna pick it up on the slow bro. You're flame charging back in, and now it's all the Delphox show. It's a Mystical Fire show, a Flame Charge show, and they'll get taken down. 3 add-on for the side of Wish. They have 50 seconds left to score around 100 points. And they know they have to go for Rayquaza, cause Serena just scored another 100, making a 200-point lead. But Barnway is gonna get taken down by this Delphox. Yeet fan just make sure they can't do Rayquaza, and Snow's looking terrible for Wish. I think they're gonna just fall apart right here. Slash is gonna go down. It's only Espeon left. Has Unite move up and actually gets a Snorlax, but he's not gonna ever do Rayquaza in the end. So being chased down, drop kick into Stomp, double KO for Serena, and Amaterasu can just do nothing now. I mean, the game is pretty much done for them.
What a fight. I mean, so back and forth that whole way through. It really did feel like that Zarina was a hero for Amaterasu in that last moment right there. And what a beautiful Unite move that you called out from Mew right there. Using its Unite, getting near the entire enemy team, waiting for it to kind of explode and do all that damage while at the same time pushing them with Surf. Great fight, and as you also predicted earlier, Chris, it feels like the big difference maker was that Delphox there near the end. Once it was such a high level, it was just so difficult for Wish to deal with. They were looking for the flip, but they knew they couldn't do anything because that Delphox would be able to KO them before they got Rayquaza low enough. GG, great fight.
For sure, but Nudo, I would say the MVP of this match in the end.